Hi everybody, welcome back to Kingdom Wealth Creators. I know that we have been a little late with our videos for this month, and that's simply because there was a bit of a COVID spike in Trivandrum and we were all quarantining because of that. And there's been a bit of a flu for us as a family as well. I still have a bit of a congested nose, which you can probably understand from my voice. But today we're going to talk about how we performed during December. So the month of December was really tough for positional traders like me. I do know that intraday traders made quite a bit of money in December because the market was so volatile. And if they followed the trend for that day, they would have probably made a lot of money. But people who took positions and carried them for a month or a week, we had a tough time because the market was up and down every day. And in fact, on the 17th, December 17th, a Friday, the market fell by about 260 points, and that was a huge fall. But then to compound that, on Monday, December 20th, it fell another 350 points. In fact, the low then was 16,400, and that was a huge struggle just to watch the market fall because the start of the month was around 17,500. It had fallen 1,100 points, and it was very difficult to manage our positions. In fact, on the 20th, my positional loss was around 22 lakhs. I've never seen such a huge loss ever during my entire time trading FNO, and that was a little difficult to swallow. In fact, I cut a few positions because I wasn't sure if the market had actually bottomed out or if it would fall even further. I took the loss in some positions, but then the market started recovering, and so we also maintained quite a bit of our positions. And we stayed the course, and eventually the market closed about 1% below the opening for the month. Even though we didn't make a profit, we didn't make a huge loss as well, but we managed to stay within that 1%. And so that's the lesson I want to take from December. So if you look here, you can see that we invested a total of 2 crores. We made a loss of 1.4 lakhs, which is a return of minus 0.7%. Now the Nifty underperformed by 1% for the month, and we underperformed by 0.72. So in that sense, we still beat the market. But overall, I'm just glad that we didn't make a huge loss because that was a real struggle. The fact that at one point it was 22 lakhs in the red, and that we still managed to recover back to 1.4 lakhs loss is a huge blessing, or what I would say is a huge relief because of what happened. Now, why did this happen? Well, one thing is because the market fell, and there's not much we could do about that. But the other thing is I had a lot of future positions, and I think that was one of the reasons why I struggled. In fact, I had around 27 future positions, and if you come down here, you'll see that actually in my future positions I made a loss of almost 6 lakhs. At one point, this was at a loss of almost 9 to 10 lakhs. Some of the future positions I closed on 20th were at huge losses, but I had to close them because I wasn't sure. And some of the others that I kept, they recovered, and eventually we closed at 6 lakhs. So the biggest loss was actually in the futures, where we lost about 6 lakhs. Now, again, positional trading was also tough. On the Nifty strangles that I did for the entire month, there was a lot of struggle. I do remember 1 week was in a profit, the next week was in a loss. Overall, I made about 3.2 lakhs profit on my Nifty strangles. What worked for us? Well, what worked for us were some of the strangles in for example, Apollo Hospital, which I think made about 35,000. Another strangle that really worked for us was Metropolis, which made around 45,000. So in a few ways, this was how we were able to recover some of the losses, but overall it was a huge struggle. So what are the lessons that we took from December? One, not to have too many future positions, not 27 of them anyway. I still do have a few future positions in January, but as much as possible, try to reduce or try not to take too many future positions in the future. A joke there. The other thing is to probably work on our strangles. We have really started taking a lot more strangles away from the current prices, and that's hopefully helping, because in January we're doing really well. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it has helped you also. Please understand that the market is something that won't give you a guaranteed return every month. There are going to be months where we will struggle, and there are going to be months where we will do really well, and that is the truth and the fact about the stock market.